Hello y'all, Briscoe Bones. We got an awesome video coming up testing out a new muzzle brake with a company that's going to be on the market very soon. They're going to be doing some innovative, cool designs. So if this is something that seems interesting, a little bit of a review, a little bit, not necessarily review, more of a test and test and evaluation. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It seems like your cup of tea. Stay tuned. Let's watch. So we have a 1-in-7 twist here. I built the upper. I built it to be kind of a mil spec style upper, 5.56 barrel. I think it's a 16-inch. And either way, this muzzle brake is actually for the 30 cal. I'm going to be putting this on a bigger caliber, but for right now, most of the rounds I'm going to put through it is going to be 5.56. We got some 55 grain tool ammo bulk here, FMJ. Just out here today, quick little video. I wanted to try it out. Just got it in my hands last week. First chance to come to the range. First thoughts is, man, it's pretty awesome. I'm very blessed that I'm working with this company on developing some muzzle brakes. Like I said, they're going to be new to the market here soon. The company's going to be new to the industry. And in my experience, you always seem to have firearm companies who make really effective muzzle brakes, but are very simple to machine, and you know, they're not very fancy or anything like that. They just work. And then you have machining companies who make really fancy muzzle brakes, but they're not all that effective on a gun because they're not necessarily a hardcore gun person. So I'm working with them to help kind of come up with some designs, and I'm going to do a lot of testing on them. So one of the things that I'm doing here is actually testing the longevity of the muzzle brake, seeing how long it's going to last, how well it handles, etc., etc. I got to keep some things close to my chest. I can't reveal everything. So yeah, so this is going to be an entry-level base model, real simple, hopefully fairly cheap. We might get into some more complicated stuff down the road. We'll just have to wait and see. But for right now, this is supposed to be just an extremely effective, easy to machine, cheap to produce muzzle brake with some of our own ideas we're going to throw in here. Like I said, I can't tell you everything yet. This is a prototype. This is not the finished product. The finished product is going to be a little bit more elaborate than this, just to kind of tease. I can't say too much. But yeah, it should be fun. But even from this, I mean, like I said, this is for a 30 cal. And it has been an amazing brake on this AR-15, this 223. So I got a few more rounds I'm going to do, a little bit more shooting to have some fun. And then I'm actually going to try to take it in the shade so y'all can see the fireball that comes out of this damn thing. It's pretty impressive. So I'm gonna do some more shooting, take some footage of maybe the dispersion of the gases and things like that, and then I'm gonna put it on a 6.5 Creedmoor bolt action gun and see how it feels on that. So yeah, here we go. Woo, that's a lot of fun. Kind of forgot how many were in there. I just kept pulling the trigger, but whoo, that thing has like no kick at all. All right, so now we're going to do a single shot and then a double tap. No muzzle brake, no nothing on the end of this barrel on the AR-15. Definitely feel a lot more recoil on that, so I think it's working. I mean, we'll have to see. I'll watch the video. I'm filming this a little bit lower quality. It's 240 frames per second though, so I can slow it down pretty well. I'm about to switch us over to the bolt action, the 6.5 Creedmoor. First, I'm going to shoot a couple of rounds of the 6.5 Creedmoor, but I wanted to show this. This is actually what I was running on that muzzle brake. This is something he's already made for me. It's an adapter. This is literally the first one he's made, and we're kind of playing with the design. I already have some ideas that we're going to tweak on it. So this is not going to be coming anytime soon. Probably maybe in a month or two before he actually is getting ready to bring it to the market. But I want to just bring y'all along. I'm sure this is something that not a lot of people get to see, how some of this stuff works. So, and I feel very blessed that I get to to do this with him that he asked me to help, ask for my advice and help on this. So this is actually titanium. It's extremely light. Nice little adapter. So we're also going to do these in 1/2 by 28, so they're actually going to even be more effective because the bore size of the brake is going to be smaller, meaning it's going to strip off more of that gas. As well as when I get my truck back, I'm going to come out here and do accuracy testing, because if that bore size is too small, it could actually throw off the path of the bullet. So we're gonna figure out that nominal size, what works for our brakes, and do a lot of accuracy testing, longevity, effectiveness of the recoil. I may bring out some grid charts and do some grid stuff. I'm trying to convince him to also start doing some pistol compensators. Like my carry gun is the shield that has a ported barrel, but my competition gun is the shield, the full-size shield. That's the, or not the full-size shield, I'm sorry, the full-size M&P. This is the M&P shield. The full-size M&P is my carry gun, or my competition gun, which is right here. And I actually run a thread-on compensator with it that just works so well. It's crazy how well it works. So might try to get into doing some of that stuff too. All right, so here we go. Most of that talking was to help cool the muzzle brake down so I can handle it. 6.5 Creedmoor, bolt action. These are 140 grain Hornady American whitetail hunters. We're going to take a couple of shots and kind of get an idea for how the recoil feels. All right. I'm going to leave the chamber empty. We're going to put on the muzzle brake and see how it handles that recoil. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you kidding me? That thing had like no freaking recoil. Wow. That's insane. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go back home, check out this footage. Man. First impressions though, and the next version actually should be more effective. So this first impressions though, this thing is freaking amazing. Yep, rang steel, 100 yards. Other than that, stay safe, shoot straight. All right, hey guys, I'm hijacking my own video for a second here, talk about some of this muzzle brake stuff. So this was a very simplistic, quickly made video. I've had this muzzle brake for a week and I've been dying to try it out, and it was just kind of like load the stuff up and go. I'm going to do a lot more intricate videos coming up here in a couple of weeks when I get my hands on some newer models, some other models, and as we start to really narrow down what we're doing. I say we, I'm not doing anything, I'm just giving my opinion on some of the stuff as somebody who's a gun fanatic and who, you know, shoots like every weekend type of situation. But anyway, so I have some ideas for some improvements on that one brake and some other things and yada yada yada. So but yeah, I'm gonna go very seriously about this. I mean, this was just a fun video to kind of get the name out there, to get some people interested, but also just so I can show him a video of kind of how it's looking. And if you stay tuned after this little cutscene, I'm going to do some slow motion footage and maybe some side-by-side type stuff. Not 100% sure yet, but that's going to be after this little cutscene right here. And you know, if you're interested. But yeah, I'm going to get pretty serious about it. I'm going to find ways to measure the actual recoil as well as muzzle rise. We're going to do accuracy testing. It's going to be some pretty serious videos coming up. Like I said, the big component right now is getting the truck back, and then probably about the time I get my truck back is about the time he'll have some new parts for me to try out. So yeah, I mean, check back for more. You know, however you want to do that, just check back occasionally, and I should have some videos coming out with some new products, and hopefully hitting the market soon, and it should be pretty interesting. I mean, I'm really excited. I've used some muzzle brakes in the past that never really did anything. The only muzzle device I've ever used that actually made a difference was the one I was talking about in the video on my pistol, for my competition pistol.
every other muzzle brake I've used has been crap, to be honest. It just hasn't been that effective. So actually having muzzle brakes that are really effective on weapons is pretty awesome. He mentioned to me that he wants these muzzle brakes to be competition-style muzzle brakes. He wants them to be extremely effective, as well as high-quality machining, intricate machining, and affordable. We're going to be trying really hard to compete with the average muzzle brake that's out there. Like I said, we have some ideas that are hopefully going to be some game changers, but I can't tell you that yet. So for right now, stay tuned if you want to watch some slow motion stuff. Other than that, just check back. Start checking back in about a week, 2 weeks, and I should have some videos coming out with some new designs, some new stuff, and we'll do some serious hardcore testing, not just going out and shooting, having fun, and feels like testing. I'll try to get some empirical data on some of the stuff. Maybe if I can find a way to measure certain things, I might be able to get some percentages of reduced recoil, reduced muzzle rise, etc. So yeah, other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and check back later for more. Stay safe, shoot straight, and I'll see you next time.